Hi everybody. It has been a while since you have seen my face on Facebook Live. I'm really excited to be here with you all again. Tonight we're going to do a little Dragon Goddess Boutique demo and showcase. It's called Solid Perfume and More. And what does the and more stand for? It stands for listening to me doing a lot of talking. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Let me know if you are having trouble hearing me. I'm getting weird little pop-ups, and you know I'm not the most technologically advanced person, so yeah, keep me posted. All right, so first things first, it is our birthday month. For the Dragon Goddess Boutique. Technically last month we celebrated our 1-year anniversary and our first birthday for our little tiny company, our little micro business as we've been calling it. We really appreciate everybody's support. The first year's gone really well. It's been interesting. We have 5 products now. I'm going to run through them all. Get hyped. Telling me that I need to do things, that I have something's interfering with the live feed. I think it's Oscar right there taking his little nap, breaking the camera with his cuteness. So in any case, the first 2 products that we put out, welcome to my infomercial, were the Banishment Blend and the Tarot Contemplation Blend incenses, which look very similar. The Banishment Blend has a bit of a redder color and looks more like coffin nails, as I've been saying. It probably should not be my elevator speech about this item, but it's beautiful and I love it. And then the Tarot Contemplation Blend is a little darker and grainier. And of course, they have their own distinct smell profiles. And the Banishment Blend burns a little bit stronger, but both of them burn very smoothly. Neither of them contain any essential oils, which tends to have that give incense, if you use incense, that very kind of perfumey like stick in your mouth. And sometimes I have like a little bit of an allergic reaction to stuff like that. But these don't have that. Jonathan used all naturally sourced ingredients from other small businesses, small companies, nothing that was endangered. So all of these like sustainably sourced items, I know that those are buzzwords that people throw around a lot, but he really went to a lot of trouble to do a lot of research on the best way to create this incense properly and to make it have a purpose, right? Like if you enjoy incense and you like happy, fun smells, then of course either of these would be, fun to burn. But if you are interested in magic or in ritual or in meditation or whatever floats your boat, wherever you're coming from on the spectrum, just hold them up again. This is how they're packaged when they look very pretty. When you get them in the mail or when you come to one of our events, then they of course can serve that purpose as well, which I will share briefly. The Banishment Blend was handmade using no essential oils and is well suited for meditation or rituals involving healing, protection, courage, purification, and exorcism. And that could be exorcism in the traditional sense of the word if you're a ghost geek out there like myself who might use this or burn this before or after an investigation, or it could be exorcism in a more abstract and a more general sense of the word, banishing bad energy, making yourself feel good, helping yourself do a little reset. Pretty versatile. And for the Tarot Contemplation Blend, it was handmade using no essential oils, as well suited for general meditation, relaxation, and ritual use. It is a relaxing scent. Some of the magical associations of those ingredients include healing, protection, peace, courage, prosperity, awareness, clairvoyance, luck, consecration, love, purification, and psychic vision. So it's like a one-stop shop. And the fragrances are very lovely. They're very churchy. I'm not supposed to say that either. That's not in, the elevator speech when we're at events describing these to people. But of course, then you can also just smell them in person. But the fragrances are really lovely. So Banishment Blend is atmospheric, attentive, dark, and rich with warm spices. And the Tarot Contemplation Blend is bright, gentle, smooth, and welcoming with mulling spices. So I'm going to move on to the Dragon Meditation Bundle, which has been like our hot item recently. I guess gift giving over the holidays and everything. We got these new dragons in stock. They're really cute. They're small. They come in all different adorable sizes and like poses. So some of them are lying down or like winking, and others are like playing with their tails, and some of them are sitting in like a pensive pose. But I mean, they're cute. They're not cheesy. They're fun. The other dragons that we had, which were also very cool, were like glitter geo dragons. We had some issues with breakage, and also with glitter getting everywhere. I still love those, and I hope that we'll be able to bring those back, like strictly for in-person events. But packaging and shipping them was hairy. So we're really enjoying these new guys. They're small. Everybody loves them, and they, they do well in the mail. And the Dragon Meditation kits, they come with a candle and a candle holder and a gemstone, which is anointed with oils that Jonathan mixed himself. So these are all like obviously prefab. We didn't make these candles. We did not make these dragons. That would be awesome. Now it's a skill I most assuredly do not have. But it's sort of ties in the whole Dragon Goddess boutique idea, which is me and my love of dragons, and that sort of the more whimsical and fun side of magic and everything. And Jonathan is more serious. He's more of like a serious magical practitioner type of person, which is very cool. I've learned a lot from him about a lot of things in the past year. I'm very impressed with him too. We went into our most recent products, which have been the solid perfumes over the past, 6 months to a year. He knew before he even made them what they were going to smell like. Like, we had a batch of the incense made so that we could create like our scent profiles and everything. We went kind of blind into the solid perfumes, but he knows these recipes so well, and he did so much research on them that he knew exactly how they were going to feel and smell. And he has based both of these. So let me hold them up. First of all, the first one that you've heard about already is the Omega Pathworking Solid Perfume and Anointing Balm. And the other one, which is our newest one that came out this week, is the Abramelin Consecrating Solid Perfume and Anointing Balm. Both of these smell and feel terrific. They're both luxurious. They're both versatile. And Jonathan made them in our kitchen using, of course, the appropriate ingredients, but like basic like household kitchen tools to kind of put everything together. And it was very cool. Very cool process to observe and be a part of. And so one of the things that we're doing with Dragon Goddess is making it, since I do a lot of these things at in-person events, where I'm appealing more to the general sort of crowd of people that have a general interest in maybe paranormal, mystical, magic, pagan, Wiccan, even Christian and Jewish sort of mysticism and things like that. That generally tends to be the crowd of folks that I find myself among at events and conventions and stuff like that, conferences. This appeals to them. This appeals to somebody who might walk by the table and just, again, want to smell something really nice. Jonathan has also tailored the recipes to people who are, again, more like serious magical practitioners or like occult experts and things like that. So the Omega Pathworking Solid Perfume and Anointing Balm, say that 5 times fast, has a lovely texture. It is, this time, these were handmade using premium essential oils, extracts, and absolutes. This was inspired by ancient anointing oil and temple incense recipes, and can be applied before meditation or ritual work, or used like a standard unisex perfume. Test on a small patch of skin on the forearm before applying. These are not like caustic or anything in any way. Of course, you just want to be aware of allergies. The ingredients are jojoba oil, organic beeswax, benzoin extract, myrrh CO2 extract, rose absolute, sandalwood essential oil, and just a little bit of cinnamon bark essential oil so it doesn't bother. It's earthy, it's floral, it's resinous, with woody spices and a honeyed finish. And that's actually pretty spot on. That's a spot on description of how it smells. It's very lovely. So it's not greasy, and you can put it on anywhere. So you can put it on the wrist. You can put it on the chest. Sometimes I like to put it on my chest as well. You can apply it liberally throughout the day, carry it in your purse or your bag. Again, you can use it specifically for times of meditation. You're going to sit down. You're going to enjoy a cup of tea or a glass of wine. Cheers. I'm drinking a Spanish wine. It is a Carignan grape. It goes nicely with all of these smells. Anyway, you can apply it throughout the day. Some people have used it as a lip balm. It can be whatever you want it to be. I'll also sometimes put it around my nose, areas where you might have some dry skin, but you just have to be careful. You have to know your own skin and know your body and what you would like to put where and how strong you'd like the smell to be. It's not greasy, like I said. It doesn't stick forever. So you can continue to apply it, or if you've had enough, it'll also fade out nicely. So, hey, Shelly. I didn't see your message from before. Yay, thank you, and thank you for your support. I do really want to thank everybody who's bought stuff already and really supported us, or just, been cheerleading for us. So I'm very excited about this. This is the Omega Pathworking Solid Perfume and Anointing Balm. And each one of our products, our items, also comes with an affirmation card. So an affirmation, like a brief meditation that you can do yourself on your own, and kind of a guide, maybe a guide if you are looking to jumpstart your thoughts or meditations on a particular thing. Again, you do you. So this is lovely. I don't want to put too much on because I do want to move to the Abermelon and not confuse my senses. But I love this one, and I'll show you our little logo. Oh my gosh, if I can get the tin to close. There we go. Aha, there we go. Simple and sweet. Now, the Abermelon, the latest one, is very cool. This was also handmade using the essential oils, organic beeswax, and olive oil, derived from the recipe of the holy anointing oil of the Tanakh, originally described in the book of Exodus, and a similar recipe found carved in hieroglyphs in the Temple of Horus in Egypt. It can be applied to the forehead and hands, as well as ritual instruments, and is intended to be used before meditation, prayer, or ritual work. It can also be used like a standard unisex perfume. This has beeswax, organic olive oil, myrrh essential oil, galangal essential oil, cannabis essential oil, and cinnamon bark essential oil. And I absolutely love this. I think this is my favorite thing that we've made, just of all. I mean, it is absolutely it smells so wonderful. So the fragrance profile is herbaceous, penetrating, warm, and spicy sweet with a honeyed finish. And I would also say that's super accurate. I could just sit and smell it, honestly. It's really lovely. So just take a little bit. So this is more, I think you can tell too from the description that it's a little more hardcore if you're going to use it for ritual work. putting some on anointing the forehead. I'm going to make a little cross. That's not what everybody does, but that's what I'll do just for giggles right now. Putting it again like chest, neck, like a perfume, putting it on your wrist or even on your hands. Some people do, I think I mentioned using it as a lip balm. Other people were using it as like a moisturizer. This one's brand new, but they were using, of course, the Pathworking one for that. You can also use this for that purpose as well. It's choose your own adventure. You can use a little or a lot. These tins are like 1 ounce tins. They're pretty heavy, and this will last you for a long time depending on when and how you want to use it. I just really enjoy smelling it. It has such an earthy is a really good way of describing it, because it does have this, like, it just evokes like spring to me, or even, it's just, this is awesome. Jonathan knocked it out of the park. I wish he was here right now to also talk a little bit about it, because he's really good at describing the process and the history and the sort of like the methodology behind it. Whereas I'm just like, look, you guys, it smells good. It's good. Enjoy. So that is, and then it also has a really cool logo. Sometimes you need like a little magnifying glass to see everything, because we like crammed a whole lot of information onto our little cards and everything. But here you go, my face and this up close Aubermelon consecrating solid perfume and anointing balm. And I just love it. It's so terrific. So I am not quite done selling things to you yet, but no, I'm really enthusiastic about what we do. It's very small, it's very specific. We've had a lot of luck selling it at our in-person events, where I go and do my author stuff. We have also sold a batch of our incense to the Hermetic Arts Learning Center in Salem. We have a couple of stores lined up in Chicago. We were even invited to the Chris Kindle Market this past winter to be vendors there. And we weren't able to make it last winter, but we're hoping that we'll have the opportunity again. So you might get to see us at the Chris Kindle Market in maybe like Wrigleyville, which would be super cool. But we have a couple of other irons in the fire there. And our local wine shop that I love and get all of my wine from, Bottles Up, they have helped us do some showcasing as well. And I've sold some products there, and we even had one stolen from there because somebody liked it so much. So I'm using that as a marketing ploy. Thank you to whoever took it. I hope you like it. So I know I had mentioned last year that we were thinking about doing other kinds of products too. I think 5 is good for now. Like, we're very busy bees. And I think the next thing we're going to do is kind of wait until we run out of this stuff and start like some new incense. I think we're going to stick with the idea of the banishment and the tarot contemplation, and Jonathan might cook up a different kind of recipe for that, or he might do some kind of hybrid. He's been talking about how excited he is to get the next incense party started. And then I have been thinking also about like house and body sprays are popular right now. There seems to be a culture growing there, self-help culture has been growing for years, and now there seems to be this self-help culture branching out into like more of like this woo-woo kind of astrology and Wiccan and pagan and this, that, and the other things that like I've been familiar with most of my life, because Jonathan grew up in a partly in a magical household, and I grew up interested in these things. I've always been interested in religion as well. And I attend a United Methodist church here in Chicago. So I'm just being keyed into this. It's weird how we've sort of like found ourselves in this moment where this stuff is becoming really popular. So we get to go places and see other people doing this and what they're doing. And so anyway, and like swapping scents and recipes and stuff too. It's a nice community of people who are all out there to actually help each other. So that's really cool. So house/body sprays are a thing with like the essential oils and the concepts of banishment or purification and things. So I think we're going to lean into that at some point too. And then I still have this dream of making candles, even though I'm visualizing the horrific mess that creates, for a candle that, we would have to sell for like $20. So I'm going to try. So we might do a small batch of candles at some point just because I really, really want to. But I know that candle making is very difficult when you meet people who make their own candles. Like, please shake their hand. And possibly bath teas or something like that. We've done different polls with people to ask them about the kinds of things that they're interested in. And so those items have come up as well. So I'm very excited about that. Like I said, we had a good first year. We're excited for what's to come next. The other store that we have on deck that I can't forget to mention is A Darkness Lovely in Galena. And you all know, if you know me, that I am like Galena's biggest fan. And I'm going to be at the Haunted Galena Conference in April. Let me make sure that I am telling you the correct information. The Haunted Galena Conference at the end of April 29th and 30th. And you can go to hauntedgalenatourcompany.com/haunted-galena-conference for more information if you want to join us for an awesome weekend. I love them out there. And the storefront that goes along with the Haunted Galena tours is called A Darkness Lovely. And I have been stalking them for many years. And so you should be able to find our items there, as well as my books. And my books, of course, are sold in a lot of different places, in stores and online. But I'm super pumped that you're going to roll down the street in Galena and be able to pop into a store and find us there. So I'm really excited about that too. I think that, I can't not mention the coupon, even though I've been like dive bombing social with that for the last couple of days. But to celebrate our birthday month, and we've extended the sale, you can use coupon code DGB40, Dragon Goddess Boutique, 40%, DGB40 at checkout for 40% off your order of the Dragon Goddess Boutique items for the rest of this month. Oscar's being cute. Where's his head? Oh, he heard me. There he goes. And when that sale ends, it's going to end at the end of March. There we go. Fix those ears. When that sale ends, you can always use the coupon code FFD15, Friends Family Discount, 15%, for 15% off of your purchase, and that coupon is like good forever. We're super grateful, and we have a lot to look forward to coming up. We always have a lot going on, but we especially have a lot going on right now. It's almost embarrassing. But I have had my health challenges, as many of you know. I've been a little vague about that, and I'm not quite ready to talk about exactly what's going on. But I do have an appointment coming up at the end of next week with a doctor and a surgeon to do some deeper digging, if you will, into what's going on. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. But there's just like some interesting health issues that I've been facing, but I've also been in a lot of pain for several years, on and off, but mostly on, and always with different excuses and reasons that I would give, or that other people, doctors and other people I would talk to, would give. And this sort of the story that a lot of people experience, especially a lot of women experience, with their own health challenges, until finally we know what's going on. Finally. In the last couple of weeks, I went to the hospital twice in February, but I feel relieved and vindicated that I do at least have an idea of what is happening. That makes me feel better. And the pain management routine that I'm in, the care that I am receiving is really amazing, and I feel a lot better already. So that I can tell you. So don't worry too much about me. I'll talk about it eventually. I don't like when people call it vague booking, but yeah, for now I'm going to keep things kind of under wraps, I guess. We're also moving at the end of this month to an apartment right up the street. My Lakeview and Lakeview photo series will sadly come to an end, but now we will have the city view in Lakeview because we are trading our Lakeview for a view of downtown, which I think is going to be really cool, and I'll be excited to share those photos with you. I think the place we're moving to is less than 1,000 feet away from this one, and it should be fairly painless, but moving is always difficult and taxing and expensive, and but we're mostly excited about that. And I'm starting a new job in 2 weeks. I'm going to officially announce it tomorrow. Hi, Anita. Yeah, I don't know why Oscar's not riveted by everything I'm saying. But yeah, so I'm going to announce my new job officially tomorrow, but I can share with you now. It's like fine for me to share it at this moment for those of you who have been kind enough to stick it out with viewing this, that I'm going to be the new, I'll be manager of docent programs at the Lincoln Park Conservancy. And I'm super pumped because I love, I'm a nature nut. I love outdoor spaces. I love Chicago's green spaces. I'm interested in access for all people to Chicago's green spaces. The conservancy that, the element you're probably most familiar with if you're in Chicago is the conservatory. It's the Lincoln Park Conservatory, which is right there next to the zoo. And that's like a little greenhouse, little indoor botanical garden. And also the lily pool, the Alfred Caldwell Lily Pool, that's next to the zoo as well. North Pond, which is right by the Nature Museum. And just these lovely spaces. And I will get to manage the amazing group of volunteers that they have there. So I've had about a 2-year hiatus from paid nonprofit management, and I'm super, museum, all that stuff. I'm super excited to be able to go back, and this is really good timing. It's really weird timing with everything, but it's good timing. It's something that needs to happen. JP and I are both excited. Also in April, there's going to be a quiz at the end, so pay attention, like Anita said. But I have a book coming out in April, so the poetry book that I've been working on for about 5 years has finally come to fruition. It's going to be published. The publisher has sent me the proof copy, so I get to see that sometime next week. And it's going to be released in April after all these years. I'm super excited about that. Of course, I will share that out. And I have some TV projects on deck as well. I always do. Sometimes they come through, sometimes they don't. It's a fun, exciting, wild world in TV production. And so I'll keep those secrets to myself as well until I know more. But I'm also pretty jazzed about that. And then I have my upcoming events. So if you wish to see my smiling face in person, I will be at the Haunted Galena Conference, which I told you about already, April 29th and 30th. I'll be doing a reading for the poetry book, which is going to be called Apparitions, at Madame Zuzu's in Highland Park on May 14th. The official Apparitions launch party will happen the next day on May 15th at Cuddle Bunny here in Chicago, and I'm very excited. Cuddle Bunny is, in fact, a place where there will be live bunnies to pet and feed while you listen to my depressing poetry about alcoholism, suicide, and trauma. So get hyped for that. But I am really grateful that all of these things are happening. And then this fall, I should have a lot of things on deck so far. I'm booked out for the Dark History and Horror Con again, August 19th and 20th. I did that last year. That was a really interesting, really fun event. And so I hope to see you if you guys are around at one of those events. So it's been about 30 minutes, and I don't want to take up any more of your time or Oscar's time. Clearly, he's trying to sleep. And so I just want to thank you all again for joining me. And thank you for supporting us through everything that's been happening. Thank you for supporting Amelia's Dragon Goddess Boutique. Please check out what we have to offer. Please tell your friends if you think that it might be something that appeals to them. And stay tuned for more news and updates. And have a great Thursday night. Bye.